What's up, guys? It's Kai Clary. Thank you for tuning into my first ever YouTube video. I appreciate the support. If you like what you see, continue, subscribe, and like at the bottom, and comment if you want to let me know your opinion on, my story or whatever the case may be. Any suggestions, whatever. I'm all down for it. So, I am going to give you a little bit of story time today. Today is the day that I talk to you guys about how I ended up taking a trip to Houston and sneaking and getting floor seats to the On the Run 2 tour with Beyonce and Jay-Z. Now, I'll start from the beginning. Okay. So initially, I wasn't going to Houston. I wasn't going to see Beyonce. I was staying my ass home. I was like, it's the summertime. I spent a lot of money. I'm kind of through with this. But one of my best friends, Justina, she's like, okay, well, me and my other friend we're going to the concert. We're going to Houston just to see the concert. So I'm like, y'all didn't invite me. Y'all are trash. But if it's open to invitation, I'll go to Houston. Not too sure if I want to go to Beyonce. I already saw her during the Formation tour. So I was like, you see one concert, you see them all, whatever the case. So I was like, all right, I'll go to Houston. So it ends up being 4 people: me, my friend Justina, my friend Jazz, and Tiffany. So we go, we have fun. Their plan is to still go to this concert. Now, they already had floor seats. So that's also like how me sneaking in like was effective and pretty valid, because they already had them. But I'll get to that later. So we get to Houston. They're talking about, oh, what am I gonna wear? You know, how is it gonna be like? I'm ready to see some people and dance and have fun or whatever the case. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. I'm gonna just stay at the Airbnb and drink until my heart's content and eat a whole bunch of food. So y'all have fun now. But as time went on, everyone was talking about the concert. Even people that were like, we were just meeting random people, they were saying that they came all over the US to go and see Beyonce in Houston because it was going to be lit. It's her hometown. Like, everyone needed to go. So I started to, a little started to ring in my ear, like maybe I should think about going, but I'm still on the fence about it. So my other friend Tiff was like, well, let's just go buy some nosebleed seats and just go to experience the concert. I'm like, all right, fine. The tickets ended up being about $120, $130 for nosebleeds, which that 130 between 100 and 200 to me, that thing is like I'm at least in the middle row. Like, nosebleed, me, really expensive. I'm not like, I don't normally pay that much for some seats all the way up on the ceiling. So I was like, all right, whatever. Y'all going. 130 is better than 400, which is how much you guys paid for your floor seats. So I'll go, whatever. So fast forward to the next day, which is the actual concert. We get up and we're just like talking about what we're going to wear again, what time we're going to leave, and what we're doing before the concert. Now, at this point, I walk in and I'm like, what would be funny? If we just me and Tiff ended up sneaking and meeting you guys on the floor. And everyone's laughing. We're all like, you're so funny. But then we started to figure out, like, or just throw out ideas, because it would be great to have everyone sit in the same area and enjoy the concert together. So, we were throwing out some ideas, and then we ended up just saying, nah, that can't happen. Like, if even if we did get down to the floor, we have to have probably like a wristband or some kind of identification telling the security that we belong on the floor. So we threw it away. We threw that whole idea, scrapped it. We're like, nah, I'm not trying to get thrown out of a concert I paid mad money for. I'm good. Let's just go. So it's around the time when we're getting dressed to go to the concert, and we're hella late, like late. I think the concert started at 8 o'clock, and we got there around like 8:45 ish. Like all all the opening acts had definitely performed. They were back in their hotel. We were just like, all right, we're late. It is what it is. We're really here for Beyonce, so let's just call it like we see it and just enjoy her portion, Beyonce and Jay-Z's portion. So we get there and there's nobody in line. No one, like I said before, we were the last people damn near. So, Tiff and I go first. We get our tickets and our little wristband, and we're waiting for Jazz and Justina to get their tickets. Now we're waiting. As we're waiting, I hear Jazz go, "Kai, Tiff, come here, come here." So we go back to the front, like where the metal detectors are, and where like where all the security is. So we get there, and as we're there, the lady's talking about like, oh well, I'm tired. I don't really care about who gets these tickets. Like I'm through. I'm just ready to go home. So Jazz goes, can you not care about my friends not getting these tickets and my friends not getting these wristbands? So the security guard's like, okay. And we stick our hand out, and she puts the wristband for the floor seats on, a green wristband. And we're like, what the? Yo, how? How? I'm assuming because we got there real late, they were done. They were like, here, you take some, you take some, you get a wristband, you get a wristband. It was a whole thing where I guess she was just too through with people coming by and checking people in that she was just like, here, I don't care. Y'all live your life. So, um, hey, I got the wristbands. You do you, boo. Thank you to whoever gave us the wristbands, because that was like she came in the clutch. So, like I mentioned earlier, we were all like, no, we're not going to go and try to sneak down because we probably need wristbands. Now we have these wristbands. So I'm like, okay, what? We have the wristbands. What are we doing? What are we going to do? And I'm like, aha, okay. Jazz and Justina, email me your tickets. We're going to use your tickets. You're going to go down first to your seats, and we're going to be like a few people behind you. So like I assumed at that time that the security, they were just checking seats and just pointing you in the direction of where you were going, and just to make sure that you weren't trying to sneak on with some nosebleed seats. And like just making sure that they're directing the people in the right areas. So she's both of them send me their tickets, and we go about walking together. But then as we got closer to the floor, we separated and then had a few people go in front of us. I had my phone out. I'm like, all right, let's pray this happens. We got the floor seats, but we also have the wristbands, so there's nothing that they can say. I give the lady my phone, show her my ticket, bam. Now, granted, they scanned them too, so I guess they were just scanning them to make sure they were valid, not to make sure if someone already scanned those tickets. So they scanned them. We were good. They're like, oh yeah, down there, go through there, go through there. We got to the floor. All right. Now we thought that was like the hardest part, but apparently there's more to come. So we get down to the floor, take pictures. I'll post them in the either next to me or at the end of the video. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But taking pictures and everything, and then I was like, okay, well, we can't be too conspicuous being next to you guys and then not having a true seat, because you're in the seats you just gave us. You just like sent us tickets to. There's no way in hell that the security guard is going to be like, oh well, y'all got uh two seats and four people. Somebody's leaving. So me and Tiff are walking around. We go into the bar and just hang out in that area, and then the concert starts, lights dim down. I'm like, oh crap, we gotta go and we have to do something. We have to find some kind of seats, because they're gonna tell us to be somewhere, and it has to be in a designated area. So we're walking, and sometimes I think I'm like the best person with directions. I gotta tell people where to go and how to get there. But when it comes to me, I'm missing turns. I'm going right when I should be going straight. I'm going straight when I should be going right. I'm just a fool with directions. So we're walking, and I'm like, oh, Tiff, follow me. I know where we're going. So I'm walking. I'm thinking I'm walking straight and walking straight to the seats that we were supposed to be in or supposed to be in. I'm walking left. I'm walking all the way left, and I get so left that there I get it's like a dead end. It's like a barricade of like there's seats, there's people there, there's barricade, and then I'm like, all right, so we're stuck here, and I couldn't move out because everyone once the concert started, people were pushing to the front of the barricade. So I'm like, okay, well, I guess we're here for a little bit until everything gets figured out. And I noticed that there was a stage at the front of the barricade. So like as I'm looking out, I see that there's a U. So on like a U shape. The front of the stage was the beginning of the U shape. So it was like this, and then it went out, and then it went back to the other side. I'm like, oh snap, we're in front of the stage. That's pretty cool. All right, cool. Didn't think anything of it. I just saw Jay-Z and Beyonce performing all the way in the back, and I'm like, okay, well, they'll probably get to us eventually. Or I wasn't even thinking that at that time. I wasn't. I was just like, oh my God, Beyonce, sing for me. Yes, yes, yes. I was just doing that the entire time and screaming my head off. So I noticed that Jay-Z was like in our U section. And I'm like, all right, he's walking a little closer. He's walking pretty close. Oh fuck. He is literally coming to the end of the stage where we can see him dead on. And he literally like the stage is no more than 2 feet distance away from the gate. And me and my friend Tiff are on the gate. So if we're on the gate and the stage is 2 feet, that means Jay-Z was 2 feet away from me for a good 2 to 3 minutes. And when he got to the front, he looked at me and I was like, yo, this is the best ever. Oh my God. I was so excited. I'm screaming at the top of my lungs. You'll see that. I'm not sure if that's me or if that's Tiff, but somebody was screaming. And I was like, holy shit, this is amazing. So after he gets back, goes back to the end of the stage, the security's like, yo, whoever doesn't have a seat, you need to get out of here. So we get out of the barricaded area and we go to our friends, Justina and Jazz. And mind you, once again, we do not have real tickets. So, but every person that I'm passing, every security guard that I'm passing, they're saying, where's your seats? Find your seats, sit there. Find your seats, sit there. And then the security guard that's right next to Jazz and Justina are like, give me your tickets. And I'm like, oh no, my phone died. I can't show you. No, sorry. But I'm here. I'm over here somewhere. You know how you're trying to like just procrastinate and trying to just avoid conversation or confrontation. So like or like by like turning your head or like, oh, what'd you say? I'm sorry. I'm doing that. I'm like, oh, our seats? Oh, I'm sorry, what'd you say? I'm literally avoiding everything that she's asking. And she's getting pretty frustrated. But I was like, all right, fine. We're going to go to our seats. And I'm like pretending to walk. As I turn to walk in the aisle in front of my 2 friends, I see a girl her head's between her knees. And her friend is rubbing her back and everything. But they're both clearly drunk. So I'm like, oh my God. God, if you love me right now, something will happen with these 2 girls. It ends up being that the girl throws up, right? She throws up on the floor. And I'm like, I've never been the biggest snitch in my life until that moment. I was like, somebody going down today. So I was like, excuse me. Those 2 girls, they got sick and they threw up, and my seats are past her, so I can't get to my seat. So like she sees the vomit, you know, I guess the 2 girls get up and they walk out. I'm like, oh my God, it's throw up, vomit, gross. And my shoes, they're new. So She goes and gets maintenance, and then there's another lady in the blue who like she's like rushing up to our aisle, and she goes, you, come here now. And at the time, because the vomit was there, and everyone was like, oh hell no, this girl threw up, and everyone's like, no, I'm not sitting there, I'm not sitting there. There were a group of people that were just like in the middle of the aisle, thanks to me. Anyway, so they bring like I guess my friend Jazz ended up like moving because of the smell and everything, and she ends up next to me, and the lady that pointed out you pointed to me and Jazz and then 3 other girls. And then she brings us to the front of the stage, like the legit front. And like there's a barricade which is a little bit farther away from how I was in the first set of seats, but we're in front. Jay-Z comes in again on the side and starts like rapping or whatever, and then like we're so close, we are the front. There's literally fire coming up, and I'm like, my face is hella hot. Like that's how close we were to the stage. So we were there for a good 20 minutes, and like that was it. The lady comes back and is like, all right, everything's cleaned up, you guys can go back to your seats. Don't have seats. Now my phone is officially dead. So even if I wanted to show her fake tickets, I couldn't, because my phone was dead, and I don't think I gave Tiffany the tickets, or maybe I did. I don't know. Somebody's phone was dead at the time, and it would have been hard for us to justify seats that we didn't already have. We couldn't show the seats regardless. So I get back to the thing, and the same lady that's like this annoying, I go to her and I'm like, it still smells like vomit. And then she's like, fine. Lady comes back, throws baking powder over the wet spot, and is like, sit down, find a seat. So like, all right. The girls that threw up, or the girl that threw up and her friend, they didn't come back, period. So I was hoping they didn't come back at that time. I was like, let's just sit here, and then if they come back, then we'll move or like scrunch up and bunch up. But we gotta sit down somewhere. They're not gonna let us stay around for too long. So we sit down, and these seats are pretty good too. We are literally like seeing Beyonce in the near distance, and just like I got it's having a lot of fun, and they never came back. So we ended up getting their seats for the rest of the concert. It was the best experience. And like, I ended up getting 3 seats for the price of a nosebleed. That shit still blows my mind to this day. Like, just how everything kind of worked out, where I got a chance to go to every section and just experience everything. It was really cool. So like, we're all at disbelief. We're all just like, oh my God, I can't believe that happened. That was crazy. That was ridiculous. That was cool. So like, that's pretty much the end of the story. Like, we just had a fun time, bought some nosebleeds, and ended up getting floor seats in 3 different spots. Like, I would say if I could add up the seats that I had, let's see, I probably would have paid, if I paid for each seat, I probably would have paid about like $1,300 to $1,500 for those seats together, if it kind of worked out that way, right? But I paid $120, $130 for some nosebleeds, and just said, this is happening, we're sneaking down here, we're doing it, and we did it. If anything comes about this story, is do what you want and ask for forgiveness later. Like, don't ask for permission, just do it. And if it's not hurting anybody, if it's not like oppressing anybody, just do what you want, and then the chips will fall where they fall afterwards. Okay. My friends and I took a chance. We had an opportunity. We didn't let that opportunity go, right? We could have easily just took the wristbands and go, oh, how are we gonna get here? I don't know what we're gonna do. We could have just like failed and just said, it is what it is, we'll see you guys later. But we took the chance. Because we had the opportunity. We figured out a solution, and we let it ride, and it worked Like, I don't know how else it could have worked, or how it couldn't have been any better any other concert, right? So that's what it is. I hope you guys enjoyed this story. If you liked it, like it. If you didn't, you can dislike it. That's fine. But please subscribe and write any kind of comments about what you think about the story. Have you ever had an experience where you ended up sneaking into a concert or a festival? And how was it like for you? Were you successful? Were you not? I'm open for conversation. So let me know. Drop some comments at the bottom. And once again, subscribe, because there's going to be more videos like this. And also, I'm starting a lifestyle vlog. So I hope that you guys are just as excited as I am to give you this content. So just make sure that you keep yourself updated with what I post. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again.